Hello everyone, I'm Jewellery from hookedandloops.com. If you have still not subscribed to my channel, then please hit the subscribe button, and for getting updates of new videos, click the bell icon. By the way, don't forget to like, share and comment. My today's tutorial is on this beautiful clay art jewellery, and I have made a clay plumeria flower and clay leaves and decorated my neck piece with thread beads. So for this project we will require the Fevicryl Mouldit. I bought this from Amazon and I will add the link in the description box. In the package we have two types of packages. One is the resin base, another one is the hardener. So we will take equal quantity of the resin base and the hardener, and then we will mix these two portions together. So one is grey in color, another one is white in color. So we will mix these together with little bit of powder, and we will roll it and fold it. At present the mixture is bicolored, but we will mix it until the color is white and the mixture is uniform. So our dough is now ready, as it is completely uniform and white in color. Roll the clay dough using our hands and cut out 5 equal portions from it for the 5 petals of the plumeria flower. Make small clay balls out of the dough, and then we will start making the petals. We will take a small ball of the clay dough and just press it and give it a petal like shape. Now for this you can use petal cutters. I will also make a tutorial on the DIY petal cutters if you are interested, but in this tutorial I have just made the shapes using my fingers. Okay, so we will just flatten it and give it a petal like shape and make it little bit uniform, as plumeria flowers are really symmetrical. Okay, so in this manner we will be making 5 total petals, and make sure that you fold the petals little bit to give it a realistic effect. We will use little bit of water for smoothing the edges. In the same manner we will make the other petals too. So we will take the ball and press it using our fingers and flatten it. Use powder, as it will ease up your process. Okay, make it uniform. It will have a flattened teardrop like shape, and once you are satisfied with the shape of the petal, just attach it to the other 2 petals you already made. Okay, in this manner. So we will be making the other 2 petals too. Make sure that the petals are uniform. You can use petal cutters, and if you want to see the tutorial on how to make a petal cutter, then please comment in the comment section. I will surely make the tutorial for you. See, so all the 5 petals of the plumeria are ready. So we will just make the arrangement. Place the petals on top of the others in this manner. Once you are satisfied with the shape, just give it a folded type of turning, as the petals are not flat in the actual case and we want our work to look realistic. Okay, so once you are satisfied with your flower, just press it at the center once and then let it dry for at least 3 hours so that it will dry up and harden up soon. Now we are making the leaf. So we will take small clay dough and flatten it and give it a leaf-like shape. I always prefer giving shape using my hands. I don't know why, but you can always use clay tools for this process. And once you have got the desired shape and size of the leaf, just use any kind of clay tool for making the leaf impressions. You can use safety pins too for making the leaf impressions. I'm using my clay tools. So the leaf is ready. We will be making another leaf in the same manner. The surface of the flower should be smoothened and slightly flattened inwards, so make it likewise. Okay, so our leaves and the flower is ready and we will let it dry for 3 hours. Now we will be making the background on which we will be sticking the flower and the leaves. So we will take the mold and roll it using a little bit of powder and give it a semicircular or a semi-arch like shape. Now the shaping is based on your choice. If you want, you can give it a rectangular shape or a round corner rectangular shape, anything of your choice. I wanted a semicircular type of shape, so I give it in this manner. Now the best part is you can always smoothen the edges using little bit of water. And the best part with the air dry clay is that you do not need to bake this in the microwave. It will dry up in the air. It's basically an emsil. Okay, so I wanted a moon-like shape or a semicircular shape and I have nearly got it. Now let's place the flower and the leaves on the background to see how it looks, and I think it's looking quite good. So let's now just smoothen the surface of our background using a little bit of water. However, do not use too much of water as it will become muddy in that case. And we will quickly smoothen our semicircular or arch-like or half moon-like shaped background. Shape is ready. Just make 2 holes at the top portion through which we will be passing our string. We will be adding Fevicryl on the base so that we can stick our flower and the leaves on it. Now the decoration is completely based on your choice. You can stick the flower at the central portion and the leaves on either side of the flower. I wanted an asymmetric effect, so I stuck the flower on one side of the semicircular base and leaves on the other side. You can also change the shape of the base based on your choice. So we will let our work to dry for at least 3 hours and after that it will harden up. And when it's dried and hardened up, we will paint it. So before painting it, we will just paint our entire work completely white using the Fevicryl acrylic paint. And then we will let it dry for some time and then we will start painting our work. Okay? Now we will start painting it based on our imagination. So since it's a plumeria flower, I will paint it accordingly. You can also color it based on your own imagination. It's not necessary for you to make this a plumeria flower because most of the flowers contains 5 petals, so you can always decorate your flowers accordingly. Okay, so just paint it and I will meet you at the end of this painting. So our painting is more or less complete and we will do our finishings, and when it's ready we will let it dry for some time. At the end, for this glossy effect, I added a layer of wood gloss on it. You can also use the paint varnish. Now we will be attaching the strings. So I have crocheted my string using the chain stitches and the black colored embroidery floss. We'll pass the string through the holes on the top portion and both the strings have been attached. Now we will decorate it with some thread beads. You will get the link in the description box for making these thread beads. We will pass the string through these beads in this manner one by one and decorate our neck piece. So finally our necklace is ready and it's looking absolutely beautiful. You can carry this necklace with basically anything that's beautiful like sari or traditional dress. My tutorial ends here and I hope you like this tutorial. If you like this tutorial then please hit the like button, comment in the comment section for any queries. I will answer all your queries. I have a website at www.hooktailloops.com, so you can always visit that. You will get my written crochet patterns in my website. My channel is filled with crochet art, fabric art and clay art, so you will just love it here. So please subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a great day.